Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Raden Ajeng Salsabila and I am here to share my topic with you about the problems with generative AI. Now, with the booming of artificial intelligence or AI, it is hard for me to not have my discussion not be connected to it. AI has been the center of topic these past few years, and no matter where I go, no matter what I do, I always come across AI content, whether it's from social media or ads or even features on my phone. AI is unavoidable. And although it's a great new discovery in some of our departments, it has caused many problems in aspects of our lives. For this occasion in for this occasion, I would like to put the spotlight on generative AI in particular. This type of AI has developed greatly within such a short time, and because of this, a lot of people and even experts are concerned with the span of time it is being developed. And so I would like to highlight three main concerns people have over generative AI. First is the unethical way generative AI is being trained. AI doesn't get their answers or output from nothing. Their data is collected from thousands and thousands of other data on the internet. For example, in the case of articles, they would gather thousands of articles, learn the word patterns, structures, and relationship within the articles, and then it uses that information to create a new data according to the topic or prompt it is tasked to make. To put it simply, it's like collaging a message from cutouts of a magazine paper. The problem with this is most of the time the data that it collects is taken without permission nor compensation of the original creator. It this builds the question of property and copyright issues regarding the content generative AI is making. And when authors and artists are getting their work stolen, they are unable to file a complaint nor sue the AI company due to the copyright law not being eligible for AI. This problem can simply be solved by policymakers or our government, etc., etc. But for now, we have not yet have the concluded stuff to solve this problem. Second is the concern of the misusage of generative AI. With its abilities to make a plethora of things, it wouldn't be a surprise that people would be concerned about the potential harm it can indirectly cause. In the hands of a greedy company, AI can replace human jobs in favor of quick and automated money. In the hands of a young academic student, it can be used for cheating and even eventually hinder their skill of critical thinking. And I don't even want to imagine the countless things it could be used for people desperate for intimate attachments. And as AI continue to grow, the misuse of AI would also grow in scale. Very recently, Google has released Nano Banana Pro. It is an AI model that can produce photorealistic images almost identical to our everyday selfies and photographs that we see on the daily. This model can create problems like, what if people make fake photos of us committing a crime, or have us be in inappropriate situations, or even use AI, or even use a generated picture of us to access questionable credit companies, and many more of those problems are going to pile up the more these type of AI continue to be widespread. And lastly is the environmental concern of AI. Generative AI, especially during the training phase, requires an immense amount of electricity that is largely supplied by fossil fuel. This, of course, would increase greenhouse gas emissions and eventually contribute to climate change. AI data centers also need a vast amount of water in order to cool down their machines, with many data centers being built in rural areas. The people living around those data centers would have their water murky and even undrinkable. And adding to those two problems, the manufacturing of AI is also a concern because it needs rare earth minerals, and the disposal of electronic waste from defective components are other major environmental concerns that needs to be looked into. All of these problems can be fixed with policymakers updating regulations concerning AI, but until that day comes, we as normal people can still help counter these problems by not being dependent on AI. We don't need AI to write our emails or draw us as Studio Ghibli characters. The problem starts when we use AI for the mundane things that are important, that we can do ourselves. If we normalize this use of AI, of course, we will inevitably normalize the people who are misusing it. So think twice before you use an AI. Please, and thank you for listening.